Everybody, so today's video is gonna be basically my eyeshadow palette collection, and you're gonna hopefully get a lot of tingles from it, from all those different textures and tapping sounds. And I just wanted to start off the video by clearing away any negative energies that have trailed on from the day. If you had a hard day at work or at school or just in life, like it gets to all of us, just want to take this time now to clear these energies by lighting some sage. And if you have some with you, you feel free to light and join with me. I know I find it very soothing when I light sage, even sometimes in my most desperate moments. I'll probably light it one more time. Kind of burns fast though, or not, it doesn't stay long. I have to really get it. There we go. Just let the stress of the day fade away. Okay. And then the other step to complete the process is Palo Santo, holy wood. I love this one because it's from my country, Peru. Now this one is like tricky to burn. Sometimes it actually burns more that way. It's a very strong smell, but soothing. It reminds me of church. So just let the energies go away. The ones that don't serve you, just let them erase. Okay, and now we are ready to begin. This will be a little lengthy. I have quite a bit of makeup, so try not to judge me too hard. So the first one I'm going to start with is the palette that started my whole collection, my whole love for makeup, so it's only fitting. It's the Nubian by Juvia's Place. I remember seeing this online, on YouTube, and everyone was talking about it, and I wanted to see what was up. And it makes such wonderful sounds. If I can open it. It's just gorgeous. I love it. It's warm, neutral tones. So my first one. Let's move on. So the next one I got is one of my like most expensive, I would say. So it's the Huda Beauty Texture Shadows Palette Rose Gold Edition. So has some gold shimmer as eyeshadow, and it changes when you flash it. It shines. This is a sleeve which reveals this plastic here, and then the typical hard cardboard, like high quality cardboard, if that makes sense. Just love all the colors. That pink is so pretty. Yeah, I like this one a lot. That's my second one. Next one I have is one of my favorite palettes. It's Fenty Beauty, and this is her Galaxy eyeshadow palette. It's like her first eyeshadow palette that came out, and I like how it looks. It looks like something like my titanium Aura quartz. Let me wipe that. That's a bit embarrassing. Athena. No, honey. My cat's trying to jump up on here. But if he does, let me move my stuff. So, I love this one very much. It's very well used. And the packaging is just stunning. Oh, look at that. That's awesome. Oh, you can see like my vanity. Crazy. And excuse like the mess, but these are all the colors. You can see that's like well used, and I just love how it's like a beautiful shimmer to them, and they're worth everything. My cat is making noise. She hates me. So yeah, that's my Fenty Beauty palette, and that has the back with all the different colors: Extraterrestrial, Light Year, Planet X, Ozone, Ultraviolet, Sublime, Milky Way, Jupiter Sand, Meteor Crush, Cosmic Ocean. Hi, honey. Okay. She likes to be center of attention. So that's this palette, and I love it very much. So the next one is from the same brand earlier, Juvia's Place. You're going to see a lot of Juvia's Place because I love that brand. I'm not sponsoring anything. I mean, God, I wish I would be, but this one's the Saharan by Juvia's Place. And I think that's the 1, 2, 3, I would say the 4th palette they came out with, the Saharan. By that time, I started getting into them after they only had the first 3. And then after that, I was like up to date. But it has like this turquoise color here, and then it's like a pretty coral color. And there's the women look gorgeous. Excuse my kitty cat. And then these are the colors. And I love this red here. And then this gold, the pink. And this color's stunning. I don't use darks much, but when I do, that one's really pretty. And this black is like one of the blackest eyeshadows I've ever had. So I like this one a lot when I want something fiery, I would say. So that's the heron. So I'm just gonna let you know the next are all basically just Juvia's Place. I mean, I'll try to fit a couple that are not in between, just so that's like, oh my god, don't kill me. But yeah, let me just move all these to the side. Okay. This is the Afrique palette. This is one of their newer ones. And I like this one because of its orange. I've been into oranges and yellows lately. Probably because of like my work needing on my solar plexus and my sacral chakras. So I'm like very into the oranges and the yellows. So I was very drawn to this color scheme here. My fiance is just trying to help me with my cat right now. I love the yellow and the orange put together. And I just think that it's very good for summertime. And it would be a very fun thing to do. Experiment where you have different colors and then contrast with like the blue. I just think it would be very pretty. I haven't quite used this one yet because right now it's quite cold over here. Well, in my part of like Florida, but it's just now getting warmer. So once it's summertime, I'm going to be using this. It's beautiful. So that's the Afrique palette. Now, the next one is the Warrior 2 palette. It's beautiful. I love the the hoop earrings and the makeup on her. It's very, I just love how, you know, the warrior's represented. She looks very strong, confident. These colors are beautiful. These are matte, all matte. It was their first all matte palette. Their shimmers are astounding, but this one really shows how good these are. And another black that they have, but it's like a different type of black. It's not the same. It's like, I don't know how to do, like a different hue, maybe. And then that's really pretty. Just like overall, it makes a very romantic look. But I really like it a lot. And this is part 2. There's a part 1, which you'll see right now. Actually, no, I'll wait for that. I'll go to one that's not Julia's Place, just for your sanity. This one's also part of multiple, but this is my Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette. This is like the holy grail palette of everyone who's ever tried it has always loved it and, you know, said good things about it. And it really does live up to its reputation. I keep the cover because of the material. It's It's made of like a velvet or felt, I think it's called. But you can see that's the logo. And those are the colors. Very romantic. Very, I would say floral in a sense with the magentas. You know, everyone knows these colors. So pretty. See? If I touch my nose, it'll probably start to glitter. But yeah, that's this palette. And it has all the information on all the ingredients. Quite a bit. So that's the Modern Renaissance palette by by Anastasia Hills. I have one up here. I just recently got this for Christmas from my boyfriend. I call him my fiance, but he's my boyfriend, but might as well be. And it's the Venus palette. It's the third one. Yeah, the third one right there. So it's like the pink tones, and I very much like the packaging. My degree is in classical studies, so the fact that they have Venus or Aphrodite on here gives it that extra touch for me. And it's just so pretty. It's like very simple, so it gives you, the right amount of choices to create a couple different looks. And I like that because if I get too many choices, I'm quite overwhelmed and hard to come up with a look. So having something like this is always very nice. I want to work with that purple. It's so pretty. And the names are Dreamy, Beam, Heavenly, Rapture, Ecstasy, Paradise, Bliss, and Beloved. So that's the Venus 3 palette. I'll get this one. That's one of my other, I like this brand a lot. And I was seeing this everywhere. And I don't normally work with color. I usually try to play it safe, but I've been trying to get out of my comfort zone. So I got Take Me Back to Brazil palette from BH Cosmetics. And just come on, tell me that is not gorgeous. It's just so beautiful. It just screams festive for me, and energizes me in a weird way. And the colors are just beautiful. The pinks, I've worked with the blues, they're very intense. I can't wait to work with the pinks, with the oranges and yellows. It's gonna be like a sunset look. I think it'll be very pretty. Then they have like 3 base colors. One's a shimmer, and then matte white and black. But these are very beautiful. Hi. Ooh. So that's the Take Me Back to Brazil palette. They came out with a new one that's all shimmer of those colors. I might look into that. I'm not sure. I have a makeup problem, so. Okay. Now, back to Judy's Place. This is part 1 of the Warrior palette. And you can see already the color scheme, what it's going to be. And I love the nose piercing and the traditional African jewelry. right here. This one is beautiful. Has these beautiful shimmer colors here. It's a very, very buttery matte consistency. And it's shiny here. It has all the names: Amina, Idea, Mino, Ahose, Moremi, Kano, Benin. It's hard to read them. Bakwa and Dahome. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing them right, but I did my best. So this is part one of the Warrior palette from the other one I saw, the all matte one. This is the first one. Now this next one I never know how to quite pronounce because you'll see. I fell in love with packaging at first sight. The colors are like something I have to learn and become creative with, but I fell in love with this one. It's just so pretty. It's so detailed, and it's the Deuce by Juvia's Place. The Deuce, as you can see why I would be a little bit confused, possibly, because it could, I'm not sure, but regardless, look at her crown is made out of sweets and ice cream cones. And then inside are very pastel-like colors. There's chocolate color here, and it's literally called chocolate. This one's called tart. This one's creme. Macaroons. This one is custard right here. Puffs. The pink one is puffs. This one is crepes. Mont Blanc. And berry mousse right there. I'm not sure how that one's a berry mousse though. And then it has like a rainbow effect. It's just stunning. I have to use it more often. I think now that spring's going to be coming soon, I can definitely take advantage. The next one is one of my favorite palettes by Juvia's Place. It is called the Festival palette because, like I said before, I've been really into yellows and oranges. So, as you can see, this literally is nothing but that. The Festival by Juvia's Place. And I like the face makeup on both of them. And this has like a fiery orange that I cannot take my eye off of. I love using it. So there's that one. This is called Izatha Uli Ofala Manu Irichi Oro Orogu Aba and Keleke. I hope I didn't butcher it too bad, but these are all the different shades. The red and oranges are beautiful, and then with the yellow. And then maybe I like a little pop of blue. Needless to say, I like this one a lot. Let's see. I'm looking at my other drawer to be able to get other makeup palettes that are not Juvia's Place for you guys. I have to open the drawer. next palette is a recent one I got for Christmas. It's the Kat Von D Fetish palette, and it's quite large, as you can see. It's bigger than my hand, and it has this different texture. I heard she hand draws the designs and sketches them. And then on this side, has all the different shades. And this is what it looks like. I actually used it in my eyes today. Used this purple, and here, used these colors. Very gorgeous. So many. Gold is I'm very excited for that gold. It looks very intense. It's like a book. Yeah. So that's my Fetish palette. This one's a smaller one. It's by a brand called ColourPop. And they have like multitudes of items. So I had to but this one particularly caught my eye. It is Femme Rosa by, I think her name is Karuchi. ColourPop is for the She palette. And it's just so gorgeous. You can see all the roses. I love roses. And the gold is just very elegant. On the back, it's most typical with palettes. Shade names, placement. And then here's the palette. There's the roses all around the name. I like purples a lot. And then they have like these shimmers, as you can see. It's gorgeous, isn't it? Yeah. I like this one a lot. I'm gonna use it probably for Valentine's Day coming up soon. Who knows? But then again, I have so much. One of the next palettes I have is from BH Cosmetics. Again, I have like 3 palettes of theirs, I believe. This one was a collaboration with a YouTuber named Carly Bible. This was her palette. And I like it. Like the packaging is like those fancy cushions, is all I can explain. But I was very drawn to it. It was a good deal. It's very cheap, very affordable. And inside, you get a whole eyeshadow palette with 4 highlighters. And I used these 2 shades before, and it made a very elegant mauve eyeshadow look. It's very nice. It's very subtle, very warm. It's a taste where I don't want to do too much. I like this. Excuse my cat. I think she just came back from being walked. But yeah. I like this one. It's very pretty. I like BH Cosmetics. They never disappoint so far in my experience. And now I'm going to do the next palette, which swatch is Kat Von D. It is the Shade and Light palette. I know this is not the original packaging. The original packaging is like the cardboard, but this one's plastic. And it has a 3D effect to it. So it's very heavy duty, needless to say. Might be hard. There we go. And then that's how it looks there. They're all matte, but they're very strong in color payoff, you know? So it's very beautiful. Here's the warm side, and then you see the cool tone side right there. Oh, there's the I'm giving away everything. So I have that one, and then I have the other one that came out as well. It's the same thing, except it's the glitter version. If you can tell, there's like rainbow in the words Kat Von D and I. And that's like the only difference. And then when you look inside, all of the eyeshadows are shimmer instead of the matte. So instead of like putting it in one palette, they just like separate it in two. But regardless, still got it. Well, I was given this for Christmas, so because they had it at like TJ Maxx. So that's Kat Von D. Next one will be my next Anastasia Beverly Hills palette, which is the Subculture. This was like the next big palette that came after Modern Renaissance, I think. And this like got a lot of different reviews, but it was like all the rage as far as promotions. And I like was drawn to it at different colors that I'm not normally using. So it got me out of my comfort zone. It's the same material. And I like the blue. I like the yellow color. I like mustard yellow. And this is the palette. It has beautiful gold. And there's this shimmer. Iridescent like green, yellow. And then cube turns pink when you put it on your eyes. The greens and the yellow. And then this like blue or like dark teal color. It's very stunning. But you have to really work with it if you're not used to it mostly, because it's like a different consistency compared to the other palettes. So I like that one a lot, but I haven't been using it as much, so I probably should. Okay, I'll do one more Anastasia, then move on. Sorry. This one was the next one that came out, and this one is called the Prism palette. Oh, I don't want to give the colors away yet, but I just like geometric shapes. I've always liked the style. I always thought about possibly getting a tattoo that had like geometric elements to it. So when I saw this, I was immediately drawn, you know, and I hadn't even seen the colors yet. So it's always going to be the same material, the felt, but this one actually has like the whole design compared to the other two palettes. So It's very beautiful. Here's the palette. Has all different ranges. I love this emerald color named Throne. And then that one's gorgeous too. I really like this lavender color. I think it's called Dimension. It's very flattering, and if you pair it up with Lure, it just... I like a light frosted purple. I think those are very... It just lines me up with lavender, which is very soothing overall in my opinion. So I liked the Prism palette, and I've definitely gotten use out of it, and will continue to do so. Okay, the next palette is from Juvia's Place, going back, and it's the Zulu palette. This was the first palette that they made that was in this format of 9 pans. This was the first. And this was just a tropical dream. Look at that. Isn't it gorgeous? I've used these numerous times. I want to experiment with that color. I have no clue how to use it yet. Maybe if you do, you can tell me. I'm not that creative. This one has rainbows, as you can see. Okay. And then the last one on this shelf from Juvia's Place is the Saharan 2, because I showed the first Saharan. That was like the first one. And then this one, and I just thought the girl on here was gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. And I love her, headscarf and her makeup. It's just, and the purple that's like royalty. I just think it was very fitting. And here's the colors. The royal blue just pops out, and then the baby blue. This one is a very nice color to use as well. And this one reminds me of like sherbet, like the ice cream, sherbet ice cream. So this is very nice to pair up. I would definitely want to mix like this orange with this blue. Not orange, but brown. So that's the Saharan 2 palette. I'm going to try to put some of these back. No, we'll keep moving forward. The next one is from BH, my last BH Cosmetics. And it is recent. It's the Zodiac palette. They came out with the Zodiac palette before, but the colors were more cool toned. I don't know how to explain it, but I very much enjoyed this one better than the other one. I was more attracted to this one. This is the Love Sign palette, and it basically has a circle of mats that go around in descending color. And has baked shadows all around, and it matches for every zodiac. I'm an Aquarius, so that's me. I'm like, I've never used these colors, so maybe I should challenge myself to do so. But I really want to use these and that color right here. That's for a Gemini. Lucky. And then it's like a general highlighter in the middle. It's very light, very subtle. Sometimes I'm not always wanting to just dazzle and sparkle. Oh, who am I kidding? I love to do that anyway. So that's the Zodiac palette by BH Cosmetics. It's my most recent purchase. And I love it very much. I'm going to use it very soon. I think I'm going to use it for Valentine's Day. I'm just like changing my mind for what I want for Valentine's Day constantly. Now I have a couple of Morphe palettes. Everyone knows the typical Morphe packaging, the black plastic case, and then the sticker in the back. This one is the Morphe 35F. It's called Fall into Frost, and I like this because I need a good go-to fall palette for when it gets cooler. I have a lot of warm tones, a lot of summer colors, so something like this is very nice where it has all your mattes in one line and then everything else is shimmer. So I can literally just do different combinations every day if I wanted to for a month. So I really like this one, and they're so affordable. Like, and I thought the quality was going to be iffy, like, because I heard mixed reviews. But this one isn't bad so far. I don't feel like I need to return it or anything. So that's always a good sign. So the next Morphe palette I got for myself as a treat. It's one of their newer ones, as you can tell by the sleek packaging, because it doesn't have color anymore. This one is called the 35M palette Boss Mood, and boy, let me tell you, did this attract me so quickly. I've never been attracted to those before until now. And then the purples and the oranges, it's just like a dream in my head. It has so many possibilities. I don't know where to start, but I want to use that one. Definitely. It's gorgeous. And I just have so many ideas, like these three right here would be a wonderful fit. And it has the logo. So that's this palette. That's the Boss Mood palette. My last Morphe palette was a Christmas gift as well. I have a family that loves me very much. And it is the Jaclyn Hill palette. This one is an overall good palette, I would say, as far as it covers all bases. It has all your neutral colors and all your like pops of color on the back. Shows the colors in like a powder form, which is very interesting to me. And I always found it interesting that this palette was white instead of the typical Morphe black cases. And it has a little message. This palette is dedicated to all her loving subscribers. And then that blue is so royal. It has warm tones and pink tones, pops of color, your darker colors to add depth. It just like has everything you basically need to make a cohesive look in any style, I would say. So I was very excited upon receiving this one. Okay. I'll do my last Anastasia, and I think after that we have 3 more. I got this one recently. It's the Norvina palette. There's like 2 others that I haven't I know that are between is like the soft glam and it's the sparkly one. I can't remember right now. Soldier, maybe. No. But this one is so pretty. I love the purple. I've been very attracted to purple recently. Let's take a look. This one is definitely more purple base compared to the others. And it has like a good couple pinks that would go with it. As you see here, shimmers. They have matte purples, shimmer purple, purples, purple, celestial. I very much like this one. When I feel like the next full moon happens, I think I'll use this one just to get inspired a little bit, because the names are very ethereal, I would say. Now, the next one is a Juvia's Place palette. It's just in a different area. This is the second palette that they came out with ever. This was the Nubian 2. The first palette I showed you ever in this video was the Nubian 1. So then they came out with the Nubian 2. And it's bright yellow, and it still has the same Nefertiti on it. But as you can see, it's a different size. And inside, it's very rich with colors. It has different names of countries, I believe in Africa, along with a couple names like Cleopatra, Nefertiti, that's the Egypt, Madagascar, Morocco, Jezebel, Sudi, Layla, Nairobi, Kenya. A lot of different colors. Very deep tones. Definitely say that. I like these three. I think you see I have a type. So that was the Nubian 2. The next one was their third palette that they'd ever come out with. That's quite big. It is their Masquerade palette. It's very large, and the artwork is gorgeous as always. Yellow to counteract the color. And inside, you see all beautiful purples and blues and pinks. And then if you cut to the second half, it's perfect warm tone, lover's dream. But then if you mix them together, it really creates a fun look. I use this one for Halloween quite often, and I'll hopefully use it for a future video for a character that I hope to bring. So hopefully you'll stay tuned for that. But this is the Masquerade palette. And I've had this for a couple of years now. So it's also just has very sentimental value to me. Yeah. And now finally my last palette that I have, Juvia's Place. I completely fell in love with the artwork because it's just a topic that always captures me regardless, and that's the Magic palette. And you can tell it's the sun and the moon goddess. I don't know the whole mythology, but you can tell And I know like Beyonce and her sister Solange also like dressed up, paid homage to this. So it's just so stunning. The lips. I wish I could rock that. And in this one, it's also very colorful, but in the pastel kind of way. It has a beautiful gold and baby pink and an iridescent purple that switches color. Baby blue, more baby blue. So that's the Magic Palette by Juvia's Place. I have quite a bit. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I had quite a lot. Don't judge me too hard. And I'll be making more videos every week, hopefully. I'm always working, so life gets hectic, but hopefully post more soon, post more spiritual stuff, more makeup stuff and silly things. But for now, I just want to say I love you very much. Okay? And have a wonderful day and a wonderful night, afternoon, wherever you are in the world. And I'll see you again soon, okay?